Good day, students. For our subject, General Chemistry 2, let us discuss entropy and the second law of thermodynamics. And then, another topic in this video is the Gibbs free energy. First, let us describe what is entropy. So, entropy helps explain why physical processes go one way and not the other. So, for example, meron tayong ice. So, bakit nalulusaw or natutunaw yung yelo? That is an example of physical process. Another one, why the cream spreads in coffee. So, ito din po ay isang physical process na pwede pong ma-explain ng ating entropy. The third example is why air leaks out of a punctured tire. So, yung gulong kapag po nabutas, may lalabas na hangin. So, para mas ma-explain po natin iyan na mabuti, mas maintindihan natin, nandito po yung concept ng entropy para mas magets po natin. So, if you will look at this picture, meron tayong bedroom. So, medyo makalat. Disorder, di ba? And, dinidescribe po dito, the more disorderly things are, the higher the entropy. So, kapag mas marami po yung kalat, mas mataas yung entropy. So, ano ba yung entropy? Ang pinaka-keyword natin dito is the word disorder. So, entropy is a measure of randomness or disorder of a system. So, kanina may picture tayo ng bedroom, yun po yung system natin. So, itong concept ng entropy, inintroduce ni Rudolf Clausius in the year 1850. Entropy, it is the spontaneous changes that occur in everyday phenomena or the tendency of the universe towards disorder. So, ibig sabihin po, kahit sa buong universe natin, there is entropy kasi lahat naman po ay mula sa maayos papunta po doon sa magiging magulo. So, from order to disorder, that is entropy. The SI unit is joules per Kelvin. So, analyze natin to. We have 4 different processes here. And then, ano yung order niya papunta sa disorder. For melting, the order is solid. So, paano kaya magiging disorder ang solid na to? Sa process na melting. The disorder will be liquid. So, pag melting po, any solid, papunta po sa liquid. Order to disorder. Kapag vaporization, paano naman kaya dito sa vaporization? We have liquid, nandito sa order, and then papunta sa disorder, yung liquid na yan magiging vapor. Okay? Kapag dissolving naman po, ang order dito is the solute. Paano magiging disorder yung dissolving process? Sa disorder, we have solution. For the heating process, ito, system at temperature 1, yung order, pagdating po sa disorder, the system at temperature 2. So, dapat po, temperature 2 is greater than the temperature 1. So, example lang po yan ng mga processes. Order to disorder. So, we have entropy change examples. First, molecules of gas at high pressure, papunta po doon or mag-i-spread doon sa lower pressure regions. So, tandaan po palaging high to low. Next, kapag meron tayong balloon, yung gas noon mag-i-spread out doon sa room, tapos magde-deflate. Pero hindi tayo makakakita na yung balloon na spontaneous na malalagyan ng air. Pwedeng malagyan ng hangin yung lobo, pero gagamit tayo ng pambomba, di ba? O kaya yung mga pang-refill ng mga air dun sa mga balloon. So, hindi na siya spontaneous process. Third, heat always goes from high temperature into cooler regions. Okay, so high temperature to low temperature. And then, hot coffee in a room gets cooler and the heat spreads out into the room. So, yung hot coffee po, kapag iniwan mo lang sa isang room, lalamig po siya or maglo-room temperature. Tapos, yung heat nun, mag-i-spread out sa room. Pero, yung cold cup of coffee, hindi po yun mag-i-spontaneously warm up. Okay? Entropy and the second law of thermodynamics. Ito kasing second law of thermodynamics, it deals with entropy. So, diniscuss muna natin yung concept ng entropy, tapos i-relate natin dito sa second law of thermodynamics. It tells us whether a process or chemical reaction can occur. The connection between the entropy and spontaneity of a reaction is expressed by the second law of thermodynamics. And then, yung second law of thermodynamics states that the entropy of the universe increases in a spontaneous process and remains unchanged in an equilibrium process. So, yung second law of thermodynamics, ang ibig sabihin po niyan, palagi po na tungkol sa entropy. Okay, yun yung pinaka-dinidescribe ng ating second law of thermodynamics. Punta naman po tayo sa basic definition of our Gibbs free energy. Okay, so what is Gibbs free energy? It is named after the American scientist Josiah Willard Gibbs. Ito po, ibig sabihin ng Gibbs free energy, a measure to predict whether a chemical reaction will occur spontaneously. Okay? So, ito yung ginagamit para malaman po kung ang chemical reaction ba ay mag-o-occur ng spontaneous or hindi. Gibbs free energy tells us whether a reaction is likely to happen on its own. Okay? Dahil po sa Gibbs free energy na yan, malalaman natin kung ang isa bang chemical reaction ay mangyayari ba ng sarili niya lang or baka kailangan niya ng outside help. It helps us understand whether a reaction will occur naturally or if we need to give it a little push to make it happen. Okay? So, ayan po yung concept ng ating Gibbs free energy. Malalaman natin kung ang reaction ba ay mag-o-occur lang ng kusa niya or kailangan ba na may gagawin din tayo para mangyari yun. Three things to remember. If the Gibbs free energy change, okay, so ibig sabihin ng capital letter G dito, symbol po ng Gibbs free energy. Yung triangle po dito, ibig sabihin yan ay change. Kaya po pag binasa dyan, ang basa dyan is the Gibbs free energy change. For a reaction is negative, so kapag ito po ay negative, the reaction can happen spontaneously. Ibig sabihin, kung meron po tayo na for example, ito po ay isang heel. Okay, tapos meron kayo ditong bola. So, ayan, pasensya na sa drawing. Ibig sabihin na kapag ito pong Gibbs free energy change ay negative, kusa lang po na ang bola ay magro-roll downhill. Okay po? So, ayan yung ibig sabihin yan. Mangyayari yan spontaneously. Sabahin natin yan. Another concept, syempre kabaligtaran ng negative is positive. So, if the Gibbs free energy change is positive, the reaction won't happen spontaneously. Kabaligtaran din po. Itong negative, spontaneous na mangyayari. Pero kapag po positive, hindi po mangyayari yung reaction na yon. It needs energy input to occur, like pushing that ball uphill. So, kanina, pababa. Ngayon, kapag positive naman po itong Gibbs free energy change, ibig sabihin, hindi siya magkukusa na aakyat. Kailangan ninyo ng energy input para itulak siya pataas. The last one, if the Gibbs free energy change is zero, the reaction is at equilibrium. Ibig sabihin po, hindi siya spontaneous, hindi rin siya non-spontaneous, balanse lang po. Okay, so 0 yun. So yun yung mga 3 things to remember for the Gibbs free energy change. Ayun lang po. Thank you!